6 days before Passover, we sat at a dinner. We ate and we laughed and we were talking, and I saw Mary walk in, her eyes set on Jesus. She sat at his feet and she pulled out a jar of perfume I knew it would cost years' worth of wages. And I watched her pour it on his feet. I was confused as why she went to him and not anyone else. There was no water, there was no more perfume. It was just her and Jesus in that moment. We all fell away, and she was there at his feet, washing him with perfume. And I saw her take out her hair, and I was confused, knowing that she would never do something like that any other time. And she began to dry his feet with her hair. And I watched, and I was confused. Why was she doing this? Why did she have that look in her eyes that was sad and grateful and just completely humble? I didn't know what really was going on. And as she continued to use her hair to dry his feet, I just watched in awe. I can only imagine a relationship like that. I could see in her eyes that he had given her so much. She looked at him and she saw her friend. She saw peace and she saw love and she saw God. And I know that. And as I looked and I wondered what could drive her to do something like that, something that was so humble and so scandalous for something so scandalous in a moment like that. I wasn't sure why, but when I looked at her, looking at Jesus, I knew that she was sacrificing something so small compared to what she knew he would sacrifice for her, what he had already sacrificed for her. And I think about how special it was for Mary to have a relationship with Jesus like that. And how she was just so quick to give everything, something so expensive, something so costly. She was just so quick in a moment to break open the jar and pour it on his feet. And I look at my own life and I think, how often do I take the most expensive thing I own, so to speak, and break it and pour it out on Jesus' feet? How often do I make sacrifices like that? Because for me, Jesus died. He did the same things for me. He loves me. He's my friend. He gives me comfort. He gives me peace. I have that relationship with him. It's not just a Mary and Jesus. It's a me and Jesus. It's a we and Jesus. We are friends with him. We can be friends with him. He's our comfort. He's our peace. And watching Mary pour this glass of perfume on his feet, it's just a symbol of humility and submission. I want to do that more. I need to do that more. I need to remember what Jesus did, the pain he endured, the friendships he had and left. I need to remember all of it, knowing that he gave the ultimate sacrifice for me. And that's why I break the perfume jar and pour it out at his feet. That's why I sing praise. That's why I read the scriptures. That's why I pray. Because relationship with him he is worthy of that relationship. And relationship with him is the greatest use of my time and my resources and my energy and my emotions. He's worthy of it all. And my life should be a living sacrifice for him. And that's what I think about when I think of when Mary poured all that perfume on Jesus' feet and dried it with her hair.